y'all? Welcome to Evolving Nine Soul. I'm back with the message for my divine lovies, my divine feminines and masculines. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Do not try to make a message fit where it does not fit. Keep in mind that energies are interchangeable. A he could be a she and a she could be a he. So if you see he on my card, suggest the energy. If you see she on my card, suggest the energy to suit your situation. So y'all, these people lied. They pretended that they won the case surrounding my person because you know our person that we connected to have our inheritance, okay? And this is the reason why. They said that I quote unquote throw shade, but they can't handle the truth because it's not shade. What it is the truth because they don't like when we expose them. I did this video 50 million times, okay? So they don't want this truth to get out. Okay, then I heard them say, yeah, that's what you get for shaking all that ass, okay? Because they know that I listen to Cardi B. And I heard telepathically Cardi B, hello. Okay, so apparently they brought back somebody that used to be in my energy, some karmic, or it was just a part of the act of this humiliation ritual. Okay, let's get into this energy. Okay, you're an activated soul here. And you're high level. You're spiritually high ranking here. Okay? These karmics think you want war when they brought the war to you. Okay? Yeah, these agents here, they're agents. They're spying agents. Okay? They come against you in numbers. You're so powerful, they recruit people to try to take you down, especially this main dark sinister witch. She be the one that be recruiting people, okay? She conjures spirits to rise up against you, okay? Because she can't stand alone. She don't have no backbone, so she got to get workers to get the job done, to help her get the job done. You're powerful. You can stand alone. That's the difference, okay? So you know that they be invading our energy here with invasion, trying to take over your energy, your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, these people got the spirit of nosiness on them. Okay, these are monitoring spirits. They watch you, observe you, study you. Okay, record. That's what they do. They spying into your private life with invasion of privacy. Looking into your private life, abusing divination, looking into areas of your life, your love, family, career, health, and finances. Okay, that's what they do. They nosy. They want to keep you stuck and stagnant and trapped in the matrix. They don't want your mind to be outside of the matrix. Okay, so I get cobwebs here. Okay, only because they want to keep you oppressed. They want to dominate you. They want to control you. They want to manipulate you. They want to keep you dumbed down. Okay? Yeah, these bullies, that's emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, and verbal bullies. Okay? Yeah, these bullies, they be drooling over your light energy because they have a sick obsession with your light here. Okay? They have a personal problem. Their admiration turns into hate, jealousy. Okay? Yeah, these people be taking you through spiritual warfare, targeting areas of your life, your love, family, career, health, and finances with their negativity, projecting and deflecting. Okay? They always call out how they want you to be through projection. What I tell y'all, or what they are trying to target, while taking you through spiritual warfare. It's like their little coding system. Okay? They trying to create a bad reputation for you to make you look bad. Okay? Through a smear campaign here. But it's nothing but lies because they are compulsive liars. Okay? And this is backfiring here. Okay? There is no success with that. Okay? Yeah, these trash talkers. They be talking trash behind the scenes. But the crazy thing is they be living through us. If it weren't for us, they won't have shit. But they about to be evicted out of our energy. Whether they like it or not. Whether they want to or don't want to. They going to leave. Okay? They've been living through us. Our whole lives. But want to sit there and have some nerve. Like they feel like that's the nerve that you have. Okay? Want to have some nerve to talk trash. Okay? You the one that got the abundant spirit. You're prosperous. And they want to sit there and talk trash. Okay? See, these are people who love the clout chase. They crave for unhealthy attention. Unhealthy, very unhealthy attention here. Okay? They in this savage energy here. Okay? Or they see you as being a savage. And they're greedy. With greed here. Okay? So you know they sleep deprive us. They use your sleeping hours to come in and invade your energy. So this is what they did to me. Okay? This is what they did to me. So early this morning they kept me up, right? Kept me up just to run a humiliation ritual, okay? Like I told y'all a little earlier in the video, the humiliation ritual is them pretending that they won my person. Okay? So them running this humiliation ritual, pretending that they won my person. Okay, they attempted to mess with my anxieties by doing this. Okay, so this definitely surrounding this Eastern Star here, which is my person that I am connected to. Okay? See? And I told y'all, the only reason why they did this is because they see my truth is throwing shade, but they can't handle the truth. That's the only reason. Yeah, these tricksters trying to trick somebody. I ain't fall for the bull crap though, because I already knew what they was doing, and it was actually quite hilarious. It was funny. Because they thought they was doing something. All right. Yeah, being in this trickster energy, you know they love to manipulate. They emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and verbally manipulate. That's what they will want to happen. They will want to win my person back, but it's not going to happen. It's too much evidence on them. They've been committing too many crimes. But to sit there and pull that stunt, that's what they do. If you're chosen, quote unquote, chosen because you chose yourself, you chose to do different, you chose to heal, okay, you're blessed and you're highly favored, they will take you through humiliation rituals. The enemy will take you through humiliation rituals. That's what they do. Because they need to keep something going to stroke their ego. See, we don't need to stroke our egos. Okay? They need their ego stroked. We don't. That's the difference between us and them. Because without their egos, they have nothing. And they know this. That's the reason why they don't like you to expose them for who they are. Because they live behind this false mask. See, and they panicking. They know they time about to run out. They panicking, so they want me to panic. They want you to panic. That's why they attempting to mess with my anxieties here by performing that humiliation ritual. Because they want me to panic. Because they're in this panicking energy. They know their time coming to an end. That's what it really is. These are bots. Easy to be controlled because they have no self-control here. They too focused on you. They can't even focus on themselves. Worrying about what you doing, what you not doing. Worrying about what you have, what you don't have. These type of people that will lie on you, but when somebody lie on them, they quick to call them a liar. They don't like to be lied on, but they love to lie on you. They love to lie on us, though. quick to point it out when they being lied on, but they love to lie on us. These negative Nancy's here. Yeah, so I get family business. This is definitely my person's family business. This family that's under this family business. Okay? I get fast food restaurant. It may not be a family business that's in your energy. So it's definitely family up under this family business, which is my person's family up under this family business. Okay? I'm also getting some of my family members. It could be some of your family members. Okay? So your person's family up under this family business, as well as some of your family members. Okay? I get a jealous co-worker, or it could be an ex-co-worker, but for me, it's co-worker. Okay? So the people up under this family business is my person's mother, which name is Kathy, my person's father, which name is Randy, my person's uncle, which name is Thad, and my person's grandma is not up under this family business, but I don't know her name. It's my person's dad's mother. I also get my person's brother, which name is Lucas. Okay? See, it's an occult leader. This may or may not resonate with you. Okay? It's an occult leader trying to use ancient knowledge to bully you through the karmics. Okay? The karmics is being used by this occult leader. This occult leader, which is karmic-y, is hiding behind these karmics to get messages to me. Pertaining to higher level knowledge. Okay? Because these people don't know nothing about that stuff. A lot of these people got religious mindsets. Yep. I also see that occult leader name is Alonzo. That jealous ex-co-worker name is Megan. Okay? And then this hoodlum behavior, this karmic masculine jumping around, going crazy, hooping and hollering in his mother wounds. Okay, this is an Aquarius. And his name is Daniel. Okay? The karmic masculine that my person's ex-wife slept with, she betrayed my person by sleeping with his friend. Yeah, this dark sinister witch who keeps sitting there calling me a whore. Okay? She calling me a whore, but she cheated on her husband, which is my person. It's not her husband no more, because that's her ex-husband with my person's friend, but calling me a whore. Make it make sense. How you cheat on your husband? But it was bound to happen anyway, because that's my person. Okay? Her name is Amira, this main dark sinister witch. So I'm just throwing names out here. These the names that I get. None of these names may resonate with you. Okay? So Papa was a Rolling Stone here. I get Russell. Okay? That's my father. My father is involved in this as well. Okay? My father slept around. He went from woman to woman. Okay? And he don't really want me to put out what I know about what he did when I was younger. He don't want me to put that out. But yeah, Papa was a rolling stone. Dun 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 dun. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died. Yeah, y'all know that song. That's an old song. I'm gonna link it down in the description box. As well as it's Cardi B Hello. Okay? See, my person's dad is involved. I said my person's dad name is Randy. You got the victory. Your person's dad claim you're fighting for your person, but the divine already won the war for you. Okay? See, it's a possessed black lady here with poofy hair that said I ain't getting no money, like I ain't getting my settlement money. Because you know these people, they'll possess people to get the job done. They do whatever they need to do to get the job done. Okay? Yeah, this dark, sinister witch is a spiritualist gone wrong. Okay? Spiritualist gone wrong. This is not no type of leader. This occult leader is not a leader either. Okay? It may not be an occult in your energy. It could be a coven. Okay? It could be a gang. Okay? A mob, a mafia, whatever the case may be. Okay? Yeah, she got mad. A brunette with wavy short hair and a ponytail sitting down with her arm up looking at her phone. Okay, this is that same dark, sinister witch. Things ain't working out for her. Things ain't going her way. Okay. Then when I expose this truth, they quit to say social. They say, Soho, shut up. Soho, shut up. Or I don't care. If you don't care, you wouldn't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. That don't even make sense. So it show you that they care because they keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again. They just refuse to face their emotions, knowing that they in this emotional wreck energy. See, at your person's job, okay? Because I used to work at this family business, this fast food restaurant, don't no more, okay? So therefore, I was working with my person, okay, that I'm connected to. So at their job, the people that surround your person are your person's enemies, okay? These co-workers, okay, they're my ex-co-workers, these associates, family members, okay? It's crazy. And the ex-lovers, okay, my person don't work with his ex-lovers. Well, it's really ex-situationships because it wasn't no love in them situations. So, yeah, my person don't work with his ex-situationships. Okay? So, yeah, your person that you connected to might be surrounded by these people that are targeting y'all energetically, putting y'all through spiritual warfare. Okay? You in a twin flame relationship, you got a twin flame connection. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Okay? See, bribers. So this main witch, she definitely bribed. Okay? She bribed to uphold what she want. Okay? Your stolen identity, your inheritance, your money, your life. She bribed to keep this going. But you gonna get everything back. So it's no need to worry. Okay? That's how she able to share with her recruits. Okay? But yeah, she bribed to get what she want. And break all types of spiritual laws by doing this. Not just her recruits as well. Okay? That occult leader, if that resonate with you as well. Okay? They all behind the wickedness. They wicked schemes here. Okay? So I get an accountant here. Okay, so it's definitely accountants involved in my energy. You may be an accountant. Okay, so this may or may not resonate with you. I got about 2 accountants in my energy. This occult leader here, Alonzo. Okay, as well as my person's uncle, Thad. Okay, 2 accountants, I mean. See, these people use children as leverage, so you might have a child or children in your energy involved as well. Okay? They love their mother wounds here. They see this as completely normal. Somebody got a gray pickup truck here. Okay? You could have this gray pickup truck. Somebody in your energy got a gray pickup truck. Okay? Or they pulled up, they definitely in your energy. Okay? Leeching off of you, just like the other people. Okay, third parties trying to have an input on your connection. Third party situationships came between you and your person for many lifetimes, trying to be relevant where they're irrelevant at. They just won't shut the fuck up. Okay, that's what they need to do, just shut up, because they have no relevance. These people think once you come into union with your person, you're going to stop being in purpose. You're not going to stop being in purpose, okay? You a tarot card reader, you do oracle, you do both, you whatever the situation may be, okay? They think that you're not going to be in purpose once you come into union with your person. Yes, you are. Okay? You still going to be exposing criminals. That's not going to stop it. You within purpose. You a truth exposer. You're still going to be exposing criminals. That's breaking spiritual laws. That's not going to make a difference. See, these people on that get rich quick scheme, trying to make money off your mind and your creativity, because they have no creativity. And they have nothing up top. That's why they trying to destroy you. Because you do. Trying to steal your information. Or they did. Okay? Want your creativity to be blocked so they can use your creativity. Which is selfish, because that's your energy. They need to sit down, heal, and activate their shit. That's the problem. Because they lack creativity. They lack creativity. They lack a higher level mind. They choose to take your creativity. They choose to try to gain control over your mind. But it's not working though. It's backfiring. Because they're blocked. So your diet is under attack here, okay? That's a part of spiritual warfare, okay? They want you to be in this poor diet. They don't want you to have a nutritionist diet, okay, to nourish and nurture you. Somebody wants you to have a personal craving, an unhealthy craving. Because they want it to be your diet that take you out. They want you to have a heart attack. They want you to have a stroke. Okay, they want you to have cancer, but what they want for you is going to be for them. They signing their own death certificate. Because they planting it in your energy. So everything that they sow in your energy is going to be their death certificate. That's how they going to be taken out of here. Because that's what they want for you. And that's not going to happen. Yeah, so I get a unhealthy personal craving here. They want you to have a bad diet so you can suffer from one of those things and you can be taken out of here. Okay? If not that, they want you to be controlled because they know if you have a poor diet, eating heavy meats, eating all type of greasy foods, okay, you can't elevate your mindset. It'll bring you back down into the matrix so they can continue to dominate you, control you, to manipulate you, to keep you oppressed. And these egotistical people, they see humanity as cattle, as animals. But what they think they are? Animals. For people to be feeding off their egos with their tail caught up in their ass like they better than somebody and they not. They think they better than somebody and they think they know everything. Because they that egotistical, but hide behind a false mask, like they living through us though. They living the life through our energy. Make it make sense. That don't make no type of sense. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this. If you have social media platforms, your haters literally sit and watch your pages all day long and project their negativity. Okay, you don't even have to have a social media platform, but this is what they do. Okay, they watch you all day long. Whatever you do for work, they watch you all day long and project their negativity. That's what they do. Okay, but yeah, I get social media platforms. Okay. See, the only reason why they do this because they know that your person watch your videos. If you have social media platforms, they know your person watching you. That's the reason why they project their negativities on your social media platforms, because they cyber stalking you and watching you. They watching everything you do. I told you these are monitoring spirits. That's what they do. To focus on your life, can't even focus on their own lives. That's the problem. And they know your person love what he sees, what he or she sees. Okay, that's why they do that. Yeah, they hate on what you do for work. These haters. They will automatically sacrifice themselves because they tried to sacrifice you and is still trying to sacrifice you. Numerous of times. That's why they're going to be the divine sacrifice. They trying to rain predictions in your life. These people trying to make predictions on how your person going to have you in the future. Okay? It's almost like they trying to live through your person. That's why he going to have you this way. That's why he going to have you that way. Okay? Trying to make predictions. Trying to live through your person. They try, see, they've been living through you and your person, but they trying to live through your person in the future, and that's not gonna work. Y'all twin flames, that's not going to work. That is insanity. Okay? That's insanity right there. See, you the emotional target. They trying to target you emotionally because they are in this emotional red energy. Okay, so they using you and your person as an emotional target. They mirror magic. I get mirror magic here. Okay, they definitely using that. I also get bisexual. Okay? See, it's women in secret competition with you. Okay, they competing with you. Women think you are competing with them for your person and you're not. They cannot compete where they don't compare. It's no competition. Okay, I even heard a karmic woman say, there is no competition because all you do is make salads in the kitchen. Because they be trying to emulate everything we do, especially this copycat energy. Okay, this dark sinister witch that stole our identity. Yeah, stole our inheritance, stole our money, stole our lives. So we getting that back because these people about to get out of our energy. And she gonna be done for anyway. Yeah. It's no competition. And the crazy thing is, I made salads, but I caught them. I caught a vision. I caught them emulating that. Me making a salad. And it's almost like they trying to sit here and compete when it comes to cooking just to impress my person that I'm connected to impress my masculine, because that's what these karmic women will do. But it's not going to work. It's not working. That's what they do. They compete with everything you do. Told you that admiration is hate. They hate you because they wish that they could be you. Okay? They want your status. They want your power. They want your life. That's why they trying to compete with you, but it ain't no competition. See, they want this masculine in this low vibrational energy. If you can't take them at its lowest, you don't deserve them. Okay? Your person you connected to. But that's too bad. Because your person not in this low vibrational energy no more. Okay? Yeah, because they don't want your person to heal. They don't want to keep a masculine. They want to keep a masculine in a dark, toxic, unhealed space. They don't want your person to heal. That's why they keep coming over here on my left side, because my person is on my left side. Keep trying to come over here on my left side, begging, trying to kiss ass, trying to impress my person, trying to cook for my person, trying to seduce my person, trying to over-explain. You shouldn't be with her. Why you want to marry her? She's a seer. She's a high level. She has a higher mind. She's sacred. She have an old soul. You want me to stay? You want me to stay? You want me to stay? Desperate. Karmic women trying to figure out why you just won't move on from this masculine that you connected to. Y'all twin flames. They caught up in the illusion because they want to come in and take over, come in and take your person. It's not going to happen. It's nothing to figure out. They already know you have your person. So why is they still sitting here trying to figure it out? It's nothing to figure out. Karmic women think you are trying to take her title. Yeah, the only title that these karmic women have is the fact that they're karmic. They're broken. They're unhealed. That's the only title. Ain't no trying. You don't have to try to do nothing. Because you do it naturally. You don't have to try to do nothing. You do it naturally. You don't have to act out of desperation to try to get a man or a woman. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to be extra. You can just be yourself because you're authentic. That's what they have to do because they're desperate. They in this desperate, lusting, using energy. That's why they sitting here doing love spells. Karmic women are doing love spells to keep this masculine, but it's backfiring. That's why you have your person now and they still trying to do it. Desperate. All they want is them benefits that your person come with. They want your inheritance because they want your life. They want your money. All they want is the benefits because they are users. These women don't love your person. They just want him for his benefits. You even got people, if you a divine feminine, you even got karmic men that you dealt with in the past or that want a chance with you or you didn't give an opportunity to, that want to just use you, use your energy. Okay? So it go either way. Divine masculine, divine feminine, your person that you connected to, it goes either way. This is why you should be with us. They over-explaining to your person who is not trying to hear their explanations. And that desperate energy, that kiss-ass energy. A real man do not want what's easy. A real man do not want no desperate, begging woman that's trying too hard. Once he really step into his manhood, he don't want that. In the same way, vice versa. They trying too hard. And then creating chaos in your energy. As if it's going to like change the results. And it's not. See, these people think because you have a high level mind, you're not deserving of love. Because you're high ranking, you're not deserving of love. You're high level. You're sacred. You have an old soul. They think that high-ranking individuals do not deserve love. How limited is that? They have a limited mindset. That's why they be sitting here asking, why you wanna marry her? She's sacred. She have a higher mind. She have an old soul. She's a seer. People think that every thought you have is aimed towards them and it's not. Okay? I be sitting here in my own thoughts, and they be thinking I'm talking to them. I'm not talking to them. None of these bitches in my energy, none of them are my friends. See, you about to receive a home and they don't want that for you, okay? Your person is going to buy you a home. That's part of your inheritance, okay? And people want for you to be stuck riding a bus for the rest of your life, okay? They don't want you to receive a car because you're supposed to be receiving a home and a car from your person, okay? They want you to be stuck riding a bus for the rest of your life. or relying on somebody else. And it's crazy because that's how you know these egotistical people are selfish, because these people have cars and they don't want to see nobody else get a car. They want you to be beneath them. They want to be on top of you, and they want you to be beneath them. When it comes to the ladder of success. And the crazy thing is, I can tell by people expressions, because I can read energy real well. So I can tell by people expressions at that job, that family business that I used to work at. I can tell my person's father, my person's uncle, Randy and Thad. I can tell that these people hated for somebody to do good in life. Especially when it comes to the Black individuals that work at that job, because them people are very prejudiced, and it's deeper than the skin color, okay? It's because, you know, the soul, but I could tell, like, that they hate it when a Black person is doing good. And then when Obama got elected, by the way, I'm not prejudiced, I'm not racist, I'm just speaking on this. When Obama got elected, okay, as president, they couldn't stand that. Because as soon as the Black people walked inside of the job, they got silent, like they was pissed off, as if they didn't want somebody with any type of Blackness to be in that presidential chair. And what Obama was like, what, when he get elected, what, 2008 or something like that? Something like that, 2008, 2009. But I could tell, because they're prejudiced. These people are racist. They don't want to see Black people. They want to see their own kind do good, but they don't want to see Black people do good. Like, it secretly pisses them off, and I can tell that they used to be jealous of that shit. And if they do say, oh, that's good, they faking phony with the shit, because I could see through their energy. I can pick up on it. Told you, they want to be on top of you, and they want you to be beneath them. And it's a prejudice thing. It's a racial thing. But like I said, it's deeper than that. If this is your situation, if you're going through some type of situation that I'm going through, like this. Because the person that I'm connected to is Lebanese. Okay? And his father is white, Caucasian. The mother is Lebanese, the uncle is Lebanese. So it's a racial difference here. Your blessings, they trying to make you feel bad for receiving the good that is about to come into your life. So I get an official Columbia, South Carolina here. Okay? So they demonize, you know, they see us as crazy, so they demonizing us. Okay? So my person's grandmother is demonizing me. Okay? She think that I'm possessed. Okay? So people may think that you possessed. Okay? Because you know they see us as crazy anyway, like I said. Okay? So my person's grandmother is demonizing me. Okay? See me as someone who is possessed here. Okay? That's why her, through this church priest, be performing these exorcisms here. Okay? And she do it obsessively. She get this church priest to do it obsessively. Even zap the brain here with electroconvulsive therapy to control mental health issues. Okay? These people got the biggest mental health issues. because they all are narcissists. And for them to think they don't have no mental health issue is beyond crazy to me. It's insanity. Like they think we are. They think we insane. We ain't insane. They're insane. We're sane. They're insane. But they call us psycho. They're psycho. Calling us crazy. You need to go to church. And here they go. This is the excuse they give because you're high level. You have a higher mind. Because they don't understand us. They don't know what we are. That's the excuse. But they know right from wrong, though. That's the thing. They know right from wrong, but refuse to recognize that. Refuse to recognize right from wrong, though. Because everything that they doing to us is wrong. Won't take accountability, though. But come up with all these excuses. All these excuses on why they do what they do. I'm another skin color. I got a soul. I'm sacred. I'm high level. I'm high ranking. I'm an old soul. I'm a seer. All these excuses. See, they trying to classify us in a certain category. They busting their brains trying to figure it out. Okay? Using formulas in a laboratory. So it's definitely a laboratory involved here. Okay? See, they can't figure us out. Somebody said positive kryptonite. So they see us as kryptonite because they know that we are untouchable. Okay, everything that they doing to us is backfiring. All their spell work is backfiring. And we're still resilient. We pushing through the spiritual warfare that we're going through. Yeah, they busting their brains trying to figure out. I even heard somebody say, oh yeah, it's an alien. So they said we look like we seem like positive kryptonite. We an alien. They trying to figure us out, still trying to do it. That they go tampering with some shit that they don't need to be tampering with. That's the problem with these people. See, they see us as an elder here. Okay? I even heard a child say, Grandma, see us as an elder. Okay? Because we got an old soul. Light years ahead of our time. Okay? We got a lot of wisdom. We got a lot of knowledge here. Okay? And we move into higher places. They trying to tap into our higher minds because they want to come with us and they can't. They keep tampering with something that they can't get access to. That's the thing. Keep tampering with something that they can't get access to. Something that's mysterious. That they shouldn't be tampering with. That's why the divine is going to handle that. Because the divine has higher authority than these people. These people authority is nothing compared to the divines because it's a higher authority. Not saying that these people don't have power. It just doesn't have nothing on the divine. Dimensions that's higher than this dimension because this is the lowest. This is hell down here. Dimensions that's higher than this dimension have a higher authority than this dimension down here. And they trying to move to higher places. That's why they keep tampering, trying to, get access to your higher mind. And they can't because they want to come with us. It's not going to happen. It's truth. It's not shade. They cannot come with an activated soul. It's truth. It's not to be funny, it's facts. That's knowledge. game. Like, for real. See, laboratory and formula here. Laboratory, they be in labs coming up with these formulas because you have a higher mind. They trying to figure out how they can gain access to your higher mind. That's what they trying to do. See, coming up with these formulas because they want you cloned. They need your genetic gene, your genetic coding. They want you cloned. This is also the reason why they do blood rituals, because they want you cloned. But the crazy thing is, clones are nothing like the originals. It won't be the same. A clone would never be the same as the original person because it's cloned. And they still coming up with the excuse, you have a higher mind. They just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Let's start taking some accountability here. What you did was wrong. It's just flat out what it is. See, they still will face their fate no matter what. Eventually, they will start turning on each other by telling on each other. That's already happening. If it ain't happening for you, that's what's about to happen. It's going to happen. Okay? See, these are a bunch of lames with no productivity in their lives. Okay? That's why they all focus on your life. Because they have no productivity and complain about what you're doing when they're doing nothing. If they got jobs, they still tuning into your life. That goes to show you. That's how you know you the GOAT. That's how you know you the shit. Because they tuning into your life. But complaining about everything you do because they wish they could do it and they wish that it was them in your shoes. See, you got the evidence here. Okay? Yeah, they in and out of court. You got evidence on them. They ain't got nothing on you. Okay? And after they did that humiliation ritual, I heard this karmic woman say it was a success. Okay? As far as attempting to mess with my anxieties, triggering my anxieties, you know, like that. It's actually not a success because what they continue to do, they would not be successful at it. So these are scientists in your energy as well. Okay? Because you use as an experiment. That's why I get laboratory and formula. They sedate you with tranquilizers because they deem us as crazy. Taking you through electroconvulsive therapy if that resonate with you. Zapping your brain for mental health issues when they're the ones that's mental. They're the ones that got mental health. Just because they can't figure you out. And they can't gain access to your higher mind because you're moving to higher places. But yeah, they in and out of court. You got people on your side. There are people speaking up, claiming your innocence on your behalf. Okay, so it is people on your side. See, they got to go to court July 23rd. Okay, that's what I get. Or somebody's birthday is July 23rd. Okay. Okay, or something happened on July 23rd. Or something is about to happen on July 23rd. But I'm getting court date July 23rd here. Okay? That's why they doing this. That's why they did that humiliation ritual. They panicking. They want you to panic. That's why they pretend like they won my person, because they want me to panic so it can trigger my anxieties here. That's the energy surrounding this Eastern Star, which is my person that I'm connected to. Yeah, my person's family, some of my family members, ex-lovers, some of my person ex-lovers, my ex-lovers, not even lovers, situationships. People who will want an opportunity with us but didn't get the opportunity. People we know back in the high school days, back in my high school days, possibly back in my person's high school days. Okay? Yeah, your person gonna tell you all who were involved in attacking you. Okay? Word when it's over. Okay? See, they depending on you to draw them a miracle financial. These people going broke. If not, they will be going broke. Okay, so they depending on you. They codependent in an unhealthy way. But be talking all that mess, taking you through this spiritual warfare. But they've been living through us. Yeah, they going broke. Let them keep playing. The same ones who played in your face and made fun of you going to be begging for your help in the end. Yep. They ain't laughing no more. They used to laugh a lot in the beginning. This shit ain't funny no more. They feeling that karma and that heat about to turn up even more. See, somebody said, I just need her help. See? They just need your help. Because they losing everything financially and materialistically. They even losing shelter because they getting the hell up out your shit. Living through you all your life. They ain't gonna keep leeching off of us for the rest of our lives. You ain't gonna live up in there forever. Staying up in your home. They gonna get out. See, they want you to suffer a loss. You have balance between the spiritual and material world, and they try to force you to let go of the material here. Okay, or they trying to, they did try, or they are trying. Okay? They trying to recruit you to join an occult that will be falling apart, or is falling apart here. Okay, because they need help. They going broke. They losing things. They losing everything. Home, the car. They losing money. Somebody said this wasn't supposed to happen. And somebody said they got to rise to love. Okay? They think they have game. They trying to play you. They played themselves. So they set a trap for themselves. Trying to play you. Okay? Off with their heads. You made your bed. You will lay in it with your lies and crimes. Okay? Abused power becomes weak over time. And they abuse their power. That's why it's weak. It doesn't work. Everything is backfiring. Past or present, every person who contributes to making your life a living hell will be dealt with accordingly here. Divine payback is a bitch. You will have front row seats to watch them fall in their own demise. Because like I said for the umpteenth time, that heat about to turn up. I think this is like my third time saying that. That heat is about to turn up. The furnace about to turn up. Okay? Because hell is really cold. Hell is not hot. Hell is cold. So that heat coming from the higher dimensions that's about to come down on these people, on these criminals, is about to turn up. It's slowly coming down. They experiencing karma, but we about to turn the knob. We about to turn the knob up some more. Shit really about to get hot. When people don't care about attacking someone innocent, they don't care about their lives. And they purposely kept you and your person separated, but we know this had to happen, okay? The person you connected to, your twin flame, okay? Because it had to be growth. Growth had to happen, okay? These people been contracted to you to stop your purpose, and so you can teach them a huge lesson. All right, y'all. Y'all been tuned in to Evolving Nine Soul, and until next time, peace, peace, and a peace, peace.